ace your next big tech interview in your favorite product based company? So, let's dive deep into the machine coding questions in JavaScript. In this video, we are going to learn about how to create an accordion in JavaScript. Let me share my screen and let's get started. I'll show you the output of this. This is an accordion which we are going to create in JavaScript, in vanilla JavaScript. We will be more focusing on the logic building part and not on CSS. Because when you are giving a machine coding round interview, you have to do the same. You have to make the feature work first, and then if you have time, then you can focus on the styling part. So we will be following the same approach in this. So let's go to the VS Code and let's get started. Created 3 files, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Let's build a basic design of accordion first. Let me give it a heading, FAQs, and here we will be creating the main container of the accordion. So accordion container. Inside this we will be creating the accordions, like the question and answer particular parts. Let me create one accordion and we will quickly copy paste it. I have copied that. Okay, so we have one container of accordion. In this there will be another container of question. So while in an interview, when you are coding, make sure to keep explaining things. So let me quickly copy the content. Okay, so this is what we have created now. We can also take an icon. So for taking an icon, you can use Font Awesome website. I can show you. We are using Font Awesome website. You can log in or sign up to this website and you will be assigned a kit. So we will go inside the kit and you will get a piece of code which you have to attach on the top of the script. So after the CSS part, I'm attaching this here. And we will be searching the icons from here. So let me sort down arrow here and we can take this one. We will just copy the code here and we will paste it. So here, what are closures? After this I want the icon here, so I will paste this code here and it's here. Let's quickly do the CSS of this. So we will go in CSS, part of this by inspect. In an interview also you can follow the same approach, it will be really quick. So we can do display flex to this, justify content, space between, align item center, and let us just copy this and we have to apply this to class question. So we will quickly go in CSS and here let's copy paste the code and we will save it, and that's it, right? Quickly copy the accordions here. Let's take 4 accordions. So this is the first, the second. To the question we have applied the CSS. Let me correct the spelling of it. Yes, so to the accordion, let's accordion is one particular section. Let's give it a background color. Padding from top, let's say so, and from top and bottom it's 5 pixel and left and right it's 10 pixel. Let me do it, yeah. It's saved. Let us give the margin bottom. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I mean, this much CSS is enough in the interview. Let's focus on JavaScript now. This is the important part. So in JavaScript, let's target all the accordions and put it in a variable, right? So let me do accordions. How to target all the variables? So we will do document dot query selector all. So query selector all, it will target all of it with a particular classes. So here we have a class accordion. We will just put a dot for signifying that it is a class, and we will follow this. Now let us see what happens if I console the accordions. Let me open the console. Yeah, so see, we got the list of all particular accordions in this. Okay, so we can actually loop through the accordions and apply a particular logic in particular accordion. So how to loop? Like, there are different ways to loop, right? For this, probably we can loop it for with the help of for each. So for each is taking a callback function, and in this accordion, so this accordion, it is targeting a particular accordion here. Okay, so if I console this, yeah, so we are getting the particular accordion. So you see, if I hover over it, we can see that which part of the UI is it. So I hope you understood this. Now this is the particular accordion we have. Now on click of the top section, what is the top section? Let us go to the HTML and see the classes properly. The top section is the question. If we click on it, the bottom section should close and open. So we have not given any class to it. So let's give it answer. And I have to do the same thing for the other accordions as well. So let me do that. Yes, so this particular section is answer. So let's target it, right? We will target the question part first and then the answer. So document dot query selector. Query selector is particularly selecting a particular part. So we have to do question here. Okay, now we don't have to select all of the questions, but a particular question, right? So accordion dot query selector. Accordion dot query selector means inside accordion, like if I open it, I want to particularly select the question. So in an interview, this mistake a lot of people are doing. They are just writing document dot and only the first section gets selected every time. So this is important. So accordion dot query selector, and here let me write for the answer. Perfect. Now if I click on the question part, I want it to open and close. It means I wanted to attach an event of click, right? So I will do question dot add event listener click, and then it takes a callback function, right? So when we click on it, we have to give it a logic, like what should we do if we click on it. So we can add something like a active class to this, right? So that we can understand that if it's active, and probably we can rotate this icon as well. Let's try to code for rotating the icon on click first, then it will be probably simplified. So we have different icons here. Let me write it. Let me search I for this, and I think we should add a class icon and active to this so that we can know that it's an icon and active. I hope you know we can put multiple classes here, icon and active, to all the classes we did. Perfect. So we have a class icon and active to this. Now in CSS we can target it. So in this we can do transform, and we want it to rotate it like 180 degree, right? So okay, so active class we don't want initially, right? We can remove it, and I hope you know that we can add it directly from JavaScript as well, right? So we just have a class icon here, and when it's active, so in the CSS when the active class is applied, then we are rotating it. Okay, so when we click on it, we will check if it has the class active. Like, let's target the icon first. So how to target icon? Same way, like with the help of query selector, we have already given it a class icon, right? So we can check if the icon has the class active. So icon dot classlist.contains. This is how we check what classes it has. So if it contains the class active, it means it's already rotated, right? So if it contains it, we will remove it. Else we have to add it. We are kind of just checking the rotation of the icon here. So let me make it a cursor pointer. It will look good then. Cursor pointer. And right, so if I refresh it, if I click it, the icon is rotating perfectly fine. Now how to handle this part? We can probably target the max height of it. So in the CSS, let me give it overflow hidden, like if it is going out of the container we can't see it, and we can give it max height. Here we are giving it 0. In the JavaScript, let's handle it. So if it contains active class, so the max height we can target here. So how to target the CSS in this? The element dot style dot max height. And now when we open it, we want that whatever content it is, it should take that particular section, right? Now the content can be large, it can be small. So in JavaScript there is something called scroll height, by which we can know how much content it is, and it will automatically take that particular height. Right, this is the reason we are manipulating it with the help of JavaScript. This feature, the scroll height part, it is not there in CSS, right? So we want the scroll height to be in pixel. So we have to make it a string. So we will do plus and pixel. Okay. Let us test it out. Let me refresh it, and yeah, it's working fine, right? So I hope you got the concept of scroll height. Scroll height is in particularly JavaScript, not in CSS. This is the reason we are manipulating it with the help of JavaScript here. Okay, so let us remove this and refresh the screen. It's ready finally. Now if I open it, let us see if everything works fine. Yeah, it works perfectly fine. Let me remove the consoles. In an interview as well, if you are debugging it, you can put the consoles, but make sure to remove it before, because interviewers, they take the code and they review it later. So make sure your code is written really nice. Let me explain you the whole thing quickly now. Now what we are doing is we are targeting the accordions classes. Like we are targeting we have something, an array, and in an array all the accordions are stored. How can we do that? With the help of query selector all, and we are targeting all the accordion classes. Okay, now we are running a loop over it. There are different ways of running a loop. Here we are using for each, and in that we are targeting the particular accordion, so this particular section. Okay, now this is very important. We are doing accordion dot query selector. Now most people in an interview, what they do is they do document dot query selector. If you do document dot query selector, it will just select the first accordion. So here we are doing accordion dot query selector. It means it will go in a particular accordion, and inside that it will target the question. And same for the answer and icon. We are doing accordion dot query selector answer and accordion dot query selector icon. So when we click a particular question part, so we are checking that if icon has the active class, right? If it has the active class already, we will remove it and we will make the max height null. It means we are closing this particular section. Else we will add the active class and we will make the answer to the scroll height. Now scroll height is like whatever content we have. So I can actually copy paste some more content into it to show you how the scroll height part behaves. In which I have pasted the content. Yes, so in this part you see automatically the height increased of this section, right? This is the reason we are using scroll height part here. Make sure to put it in pixels, okay? Otherwise it will take its default value and it won't be in pixel. So yeah, I hope you understood how to create an accordion in vanilla JavaScript. Please like the video, do subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. See you in the next video.